This COVID-19 outbreak really starting to piss me off because I couldn't buy any new gshock watch to ship directly from Japan as of right now. So I'm just gonna review or use older gshock watch that I already have in my collections, at least for these upcoming few weeks. Anyway, gotta apologize because I haven't been publishing a video for about a week. To be honest, I got invested in watching this pretty good TV show called The Colony. It is a good TV show to binge watch, and I'm not disappointed because I managed to spot 3 Casio watches being featured in the show, worn by the main character. That's really cool. One being, I'm guessing, a Casio Pathfinder because it has 2 yellow buttons at the front, or probably a Pro Track, I might be wrong. Then there's the DW9052, a really popular entry-level G-Shock watch, and the third one, I might be wrong on this, but probably a vintage GW2500 MTG G-Shock watch with 3 world time display or 3 time display. That's really cool. So if you want to spot this watches by yourself, go on check the TV shows. It got cancelled after 3 seasons, which is frustrating, but yeah, it is what it is, right? Speaking of frustrating, global climate change, which is the thing that we're gonna talk about, and that is the topic that's currently being researched by Polar Science Center, the organizations that made the collaboration with Casio G-Shock watch back in 1998, which is old, but the movement in there originally released in the year 1989 and up to date. This movement is already aged 30 years old and it is still up and running. That shows quality. Even though the price for this one will start around 23,000 Japanese yen at that time, but you could pick one up today, this exact model, at only 30 to 40 bucks. And considering the quality of it, the material and the constructions, it is a really nice thing to have if you are okay with this, in my opinion, an outdated design. It is a really simple body. Well, not to say it is outdated because Casio is still using the same profile with an improved movement called the AWGM 500 series, which is still being released once every few years, so it is what it is. I'm guessing probably because this is the first ana-digi model that Casio introduced, so I don't think they will stop releasing this watch. They will try to make it better over time, but still, it uses the same profile. To me, it is outdated in comparison to modern G-Shock, but I understand the history, and because of this, we all managed to get something like this. It has to start somewhere, right? So this is it. This is where it all began. So what about this watch? It has a screw-down case back body, fully made out of stainless steel. In this case, a collaboration with, again, Polar Science Center, Applied Physics Laboratory, University of Washington. There's the logo at the back. And the whole piece is made in Japan. The screw-down case back is made out of stainless steel, full gloss finish. Same goes with this watch buckle with Casio Japan sign underneath it. And the side screws, interestingly enough, are made out of anti-rust titanium instead of stainless steel. And next is this watch band keeper, which I already changed because the original one came in resin. It's already cracked, so I have to replace it with this one. I think it matched really well. And the overall watch, just look at it, it is just round in shape. Round shape body, round shape end on this watch band, curved design on the side, both sides, round shape button, placed perpendicular instead of diagonal direction like modern G-Shock. No complaint, but it is pretty cool design. 3 buttons only though, 2 over here, 1 over here. No button to operate the electroluminescence LED or Neo Bright at all. This watch didn't have any source of light, so just timekeeping at daytime. So there it is, probably because of the age, you know, I'm just a guess. And speaking of the watch face, notice that it has 24-hour time indexes instead of 12-hour. I'm guessing probably to be used by the researcher if they are wearing this in the North Pole. Basically in the Arctic or Antarctic region, this 24-hour time format helps to understand time reference better than 12-hour time format, although you could change the digital display down here to 12-hour or 24-hour time format if you wanted to, but in this case by default it came in 24-hour time format, so that's cool. A quick disclaimer though, for a watch that is like 22 years old, don't expect for this thing to have a lot of functions, okay? At home time, it only shows you time in analog format and time in digital format. In this case, notice that it didn't match, so if you want to make sure it is matching, you could press this upper right button, basically hand adjusted button, to make sure it match. That's how it is. It works independently from the digital display. Like most vintage ana-digi models, pressing mode button once will bring you into the daily display mode. That's it. And then you'll have a singular alarm mode with signal, so pretty useful. And then you'll have a dual time display, nice as well to have in this kind of watch, especially if you're out there in the Arctic or the Antarctic region. You probably need to know a few different time zones. And then a stopwatch to 60-minute range only operated with this button over here. No split time, just start to stop with 1/100 seconds precision, and you are done with this watch. That's all that you have in terms of functions. The nice thing about the watch is that, again, the sunburst effect on the watch face, skeleton hands, large hour hand really, and the walrus symbol over there. And for the fit though, it is incredibly good as well. Let me take out my Maharishi Mod Master watch and wear this one instead. If you have a skinny wrist, you could wear this watch. It is big because of the padding that it has on the sides, but the watch band is incredibly comfortable. It is softer than normal watch band on a G-Shock, and I only need to wear it a hose number 5 from the top, so that shows something. No extended tongue over here, and it feels great. The weight will be around 78 grams, which is not as heavy, not as light, even though the body is made full in stainless steel. So this is how the watch will look like on my 15 centimeter circumference wrist. It look big, but it is round in shape, pretty normal watch, I would say. But this is only okay if you are into this classic design. Me personally, well, I'm not into this design anymore. In my opinion, it is outdated, even though Casio is still releasing this today in several different iterations. But in my opinion, I'm not a big fan of this, just to be honest.